What's going on, everybody? And of course, you know, I'm Dennis Reed. And let me tell you, thank you so much for tuning in to my weekly What's Up. So on this episode, I'm gonna be pretty much giving y'all glimpses of what happens in a typical week with me.
Why do we as Black folk not respect each other and have to ask about Black Lives Matter?
If you think about the hundreds of years we've been told in this country that not only did our lives not matter, we weren't even considered human. We were considered subhuman, considered chattel, considered property. And if you think about that happening over a period of time and the degree to which we haven't reconciled that as a body of people, that's a part of what is at play. So anytime someone can't say with forthrightness that they matter, there's something clearly askew. Part of the Black Lives Matter Charlotte conversation is to remind us that we matter. Because not all of us believe that. Some of us have said, I've been in spaces and places where people were talking about student assignment, and there's been Black folks saying, I don't want my children to go to school with those kids on the West Side.
Yeah, what she said. And I mean, y'all heard the story about, back in the day during slavery, they actually taught us to oppress ourselves. I mean, you can't tell me if you have to sit there and watch your wife be raped, or if they make you be the one to beat the other one, like that's not embedded into your psyche, right? And then a lot of times, I mean, if you deprive people of certain opportunities or deprive a certain community of that, then we find ourselves fighting over leftovers. We're fighting over leftovers, y'all. And then talking to the young people, I mean, I remember when I was subbing at Garinger, at this point, some people are now, or some of our young people are in survival mode. So if you're fighting over leftovers and you're in survival mode, like, I asked one of them, okay, so what is it that you want to be? And they literally said, if I make it to 18, I would have accomplished something. Think about that. And we're not talking about kids growing up in Chicago. We're not talking about, kids in Ferguson. We're talking about our young people right here in Charlotte. So, I mean, it's a layered question, but if you think about it from that perspective, and then y'all, also at the same time, what I'm finding with young people is like literally you have to show love to them, right? So they know they're not going to hear anything that you say until you first show that you care. So to a certain degree, our generation, your generation, we have to now get to that point where, listen, I might risk it, but I am going to, show love incorrect or get to know this young person even if they look like a hoodlum. And until we have that give back mentality, like completely, that communal sense where, not saying that, y'all remember back in the day, you would get whooped by your neighbor and then get whooped by your parents. I'm not saying that we gotta whoop all of that because you might go to jail now, but that sense of, I got you, we all together. So it's missing.
Greetings, everybody. So it's another start to a beautiful week, and we're starting off the week in a lunch meeting. I'm here at the C20 Alumni Workshop, and we're going to talk about raising funds for nonprofits. C20, or pretty much Social Venture Partners, is a dynamic organization that gives a lot of great materials to nonprofits and innovators and creatives who are trying to make a difference in their community in super fun and creative ways. I was a part of this program a few years back. They've been a great tool for Inspire the Fire, and it never stops. So if you can learn about raising funds and get a nice meal, why not do it? And it's in a super cool place. Yes. And there's the boss lady right there.
Right time. I think we're going to address that. That's why I feel like we would.
What's good? It's another day out in Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, we had Hope Coach meeting last night. Now going into another meeting with potential partners from Elevation Church Uptown. They've been an essential part of ITF's progress these last few years. Doing that, earlier went to the Harvest Center. Later, have a board meeting. After that, some studio time. After that, I'm gonna go turn up with Volume 4 for their single release. But in the meantime, I gotta find out where I'm going.
Hey.
What's your
What?
yeah
What
yeah?
do you
What's
say?
what's the word for today?
Get after it. I think that from just taking some time to hang out with you and grab a coffee at Hex. If you haven't been to Hex, you need to check it out. I think I've realized how much you get after it for the kids, and what I love is that the heart of this program's goal is to inspire children and to create a safe space, and that's something that you can't just create by being halfway involved in somebody's life, but something you create through consistency. And so I love it. Super excited about starting to partner with you and seeing what all happens and what God does through it.
Hey, y'all, don't she look like George Sparks' cousin? I'm telling y'all, she look like George Sparks' cousin. She don't believe me. I had some free time today. I was about to work on some other things, and it's just been one of those like days where like you just super in a creative mood, like God is ready to talk to you. So hence why I'm here. And look, it's crazy because I had my stuff packed away. I was sleeping on my stuff. And by sleeping, I literally mean figuratively and literally. Like, I had my keyboard underneath my bed. But this is my lifeline. This makes me who I am. This is my communication, my direct line with God. This is my $1 million. Like this. And I was sleeping on it. So I had to dust it off, set it up, look for the chords, get in the process, and then I realized that I appreciate it more now than then. Yeah. I still like to kind of hear strings on a song, like strings on a hip-hop song. And even if you're making like a hip-hop song, like sometimes I still want to hear live instrumentation and like merging them, have some live sounds, have some 808s, have a little bit of everything. But here go the strings, we'll see. Yo, another day, another vlog, getting it in. Solo Steve's crib right now, making hits. Dennis got me fired up.
I gotta edit that. Hey, yeah. Did you get your head?
No, I'm not. That's called churchy, okay? gotta add a beat or something for me to vibe. Hey. What are you doing right now? Hi-hats. And so
Drum in.
you're using machine right now.
Yeah, use a machine, man.
And this is how producers are able to get those hi-hats to do those stutters and triplets and all of that stuff.
A lot of people draw them in, but I like to do it on a machine better because it makes a faster workflow.
Turn the piano up a little bit, just a little bit.
That shit hard as fuck.
Without other stuff. That's the verse right there. Then when that chorus come in, that's when we put all the instruments in there with the bass line.
You was laughing.
Alright, so getting ready for board meeting. And yeah, that's it. Nothing exciting going on here. Only change in the world. That's it.
Right now, I got her, filming right now. It's not because I just want to see it, but I'm using that because I know I'm going to do a vlog. And I know that people are going to watch this vlog, and the young people are going to watch it, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to splice it so it can be shared on social media. Then I'm going to put some hip-hop music behind it to make it sound very interesting and to capture them. So I learned all of that because this is what it takes to reach that particular generation. So if you take the knowledge and the creativity of what it takes now, bridge with the experience, then you'll see some changes happen.